Hey guys, it's Harriet here. Last weekend I was on a school trip to Iceland, and this week I will be sharing with you my experiences from the first 2 days of that trip on the Friday and the Saturday. Because we did so much, it would take too long to pack it into just one video, so I thought I'd split it between two. So we went to the airport, did all the airport check-in security stuff, what have you. Then we boarded our flight to Keflavik Airport in Iceland. Sadly, we missed out on seeing the solar eclipse because we were at the airport, and but it was cloudy anyway, so we didn't miss too much. Once we were in Iceland, we hopped onto our minibus and headed for Reykjavik, where we went to the top of a building so we could see the whole of like the city landscape of Reykjavik. And it's not that big for being the biggest city of the country because there's only about 300,000 people that live in the whole of Iceland. So you can imagine it's quite small. And then we also went to a church. After this, we went to see to a small like home cinema kind of thing to watch video about Iceland and its volcanoes and stuff. Yeah. Next off, we headed to our hostel, had dinner, and shortly after, we headed for the outdoor geothermally heated swimming pool, which was just a short distance away from our hostel. A kind of custom thing that you have to do in Iceland before you go swimming is you have to shower naked to make sure that you're clean so the water remains clean as well. And that got our group worked up about this, but then it turned out that there were shower cubicles which we all used instead. After our time relaxing in the swimming pool and the jacuzzis, which got up to 44 degrees, which was a large contrast to like the almost freezing degree temperatures once you got out of the jacuzzis. We rested in our hostel and the next day started. Our first full day in Iceland we spent first of all by going to a geothermal power station where we learned a bit more about how the whole of Iceland is provided with its electricity and heating due to the geothermal activity that happens in Iceland because it's situated on a fault line. After this, we did more driving through Iceland, seeing several waterfalls and beautiful scenery along the way. And then we ended up at a visitor centre created by a family who were affected by the Eyjafjallajökull eruption in 2010. And they have like a video thing showing how they were affected as a family and what's happened since then, which was quite interesting to see. Yeah. We saw another waterfall which was called Skogafoss, and we managed to see a rainbow there as well, which was pretty spectacular. And then we climbed up about 400 steps to see the waterfall from higher up as well. Then took a trip to a museum which contained tons and tons of artifacts found in Iceland, including a rowing boat, as well as there were lots of small houses with artifacts collected from different places. And especially as Iceland has a large fishing culture and industry, which was interesting to learn about. We then took a long walk to visit a glacier which contained some spectacular scenery, which you'll see in a minute on the photographs. And then after that, we went to a beach to see these giant basalt columns as well as some caves. Whilst there, we also got to see some stacks, stumps, and arches which have formed, probably due to the massive waves that happen in Iceland. Finally, we arrived at our hotel, which was situated on top of a hill, and we ate, and played a game called Categories and Trivial Pursuit. And then we tried staying up to see the Northern Lights, but to no avail, and we went to sleep. Now for the bit you've all been waiting for, all the photographs that I took whilst I was there, from day 1 and day 2.